The Luisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
Today, all new Simply the Best Season 6. Get Inspired. Part 2. Top 25 Canadian Immigrants 2014. Heroes, leaders, advocates, innovators, artists, ordinary people with extraordinary passion. Their never-ending commitments and contributions are recognized and celebrated, making Canada a better place.
Careers in our callings, I think it's because of the community that has empowered us to do so. And
what we saw was a beautiful flag right across from us. It was waving just like that, as if it was calling us.
You went to Canada as a refugee and you come back here as a senator. And that's what Canada is all about. Thank you very
much. I made money, and I was lucky enough that I had the right people around me, and we made lots of money. And then, as I said, then I put all the money into a foundation to help others.
Of continuing to work hard to help others and to ensure that other immigrants are successful. It's not just about me, but it's about others also working together, and that's what makes Canada a special place. So my commitment is also to nominate someone, and hopefully they will win too next year and the year after and after.
Today is recognizing their achievements. We'll take you inside the celebration of their inspirational journey.
I guess that's what inspires me to do the work I do, seeing the impact what research can have on patients living with...
To become a part of the Canadian culture was the integration, to become involved, to become a volunteer and make a difference.
As Canadians, we are very privileged, but we mustn't take our rights for granted. They can erode overnight, so we always have to be vigilant to protect rights of the most vulnerable.
All these coming up. Hello, hello, hello. These inspirational immigrants have made various remarkable contributions. They are passionate, talented, honest, and driven to make a difference. They are proud Canadians. Happy to feature some very inspirational immigrants voted as RBC's Top 25 Canadian Immigrants 2014. From India, Lebanon, Uganda, Germany, and Iran. Originally from India, Sarthak Sinha was only 14 years old when he made a research in neuroscience and stem cell biology.
in our careers, in our callings, I think it's because of the community that has empowered us to do so. And so on my way here, I was just reflecting just how much has changed in 6 years.
How are you, Sarthak?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm really good, and nice to meet you. You're from Calgary.
That's right. We just flew in this morning.
This morning. So, tell me, first of all, congratulations. Tell me, what inspired you?
Oh, well, we moved from India 6 years ago. And, when we moved here, on my way here, I was actually reflecting. We didn't have that many opportunities back home in India, so I come from a small town of Allahabad. You didn't have that many opportunities to grow, pursue the paths you wanted to kind of pursue. Coming to Calgary, that whole paradigm was shifted. All of a sudden, in grade 9, I signed up I emailed professors at the University of Calgary to ask if I could be involved in graduate level research, and fortunately that worked out. From there on, science fairs, international science fairs, conferences, and it was just very lucky that one step led to another in the guidance of good mentorship with some very inspiring people. And I guess that's what inspires me to do the work I do, seeing the impact what research can have on patients living with, my area of research is skin burns, and a lot of it has implications for brain repair. So just seeing the kind of impact we can have on patients living with those conditions is, I think, what inspires my research.
What's the best part of being a Canadian?
I think the best part of being a Canadian is knowing that you're part of a community which is very inclusive. When we came here, everybody moving into or transitioning into another country is often scared because there's often stereotypes attached with different kind of people who come into a land. But Canada, I think, is one of those places which really breaks that down for you. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether we're Indian Canadian, whether we're Chinese Canadian. At the end of the day, we're Canadians, right? And we take great pride in that. So I think that's the best part of being a Canadian, the inclusiveness in this country.
It's amazing. So when you first came here, you were very young. So what do you think of it? The very, very first time?
I transitioned from a very small city, like I said, Allahabad, and just seeing the exposure. I remember landing on the Calgary airport for the first time, leaving just to see the city. I was mind blown because this thing was beyond, something I would have anticipated the world outside India or Allahabad to be. And so it definitely, but with that came a sense of realization that, it's a place where potential can translate into good work. So the more I started to understand that, the more I took a chance and gained from that opportunity.
You know what? You're so young. You still have many more years of your wonderful journey here as a Canadian, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be hearing a lot of your research.
So, actually, in order, first, I think all the work I've been able to do is through the support of my parents. They've always been there. Another is my grandparents. I was actually raised while I was in India. I was raised with my grandparents. And then finally, I think none of this would be possible without the mentorship of some very inspiring individuals, specifically at the University of Calgary. And, just the atmosphere there, just the positive and the inclusive nature of those communities.
She left Iran in 1982 and resided in Vancouver in 1985. Nasreen was a volunteer who started a multicultural club and restored an East Vancouver facility into a long-term care home for mental illness.
So we went there, and very frankly we said we want to immigrate to Canada. And in about 4 months we were in Canada.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're so gorgeous. I love it. I take it that you are so excited to get your award tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so delighted. I'm so appreciative. Everything.
Tell me, what inspired you to do the work that you did and you're still doing up to now?
Yes, absolutely. When I came to Canada, I felt very lonely at first, but what made me to become a part of the Canadian culture was the integration, to become involved, to become a volunteer and make a difference. All of these were the kind of things that I did. I started from my children's school and then went forward and went to so many different organizations, worked with them and learned from them and loved what they are doing. So I decided to be one of them and do what I'm doing for the community.
That's amazing. Nasreen, what's the best part of being Canadian? I'm sure all of us are very proud to be here, like living the Canadian life. What's the best part?
The best part of being a Canadian is, I am from Iran, as you know, and when I immigrated here, my country had a revolution. And following that, life has changed in Iran. And over here, I found democracy. I found happiness. I found what I am wearing doesn't matter. who I'm talking, doesn't matter. I'm able to go anywhere I want. I can see my friends. There is nobody standing like a big brother and telling me what to do and what not to do. I love the democracy, I love the freedom, I love the nature, I love the people. All together, I love Canada.
That's amazing. Ooh, I'm teary-eyed with that one.
I would like to thank the Canadian Immigrant magazine. I would like to thank the Royal Bank. And I also would like the people who have nominated me and my friends who have voted for me. Also my family, my children, my husband, who have always supported me for everything that I wanted to do for the community.
We'll be back with more inspirations. Don't go away. Mubina Jafer and her family came to Vancouver in 1972 after she and her family were exiled from Uganda. Today, she represents British Columbia in the Senate of Canada and became the first Muslim senator.
What do Canadians eat? You went to Canada as a refugee and you come back here as a senator. That's what Canada is all about.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am really humbled. I feel very blessed because there are thousands and thousands of amazing immigrants and refugees in our country who deserve this honor. And so I feel very humbled and privileged to have had this honor.
Your family, your supporters, people love you.
There is no doubt about that. I am very loved. I don't know why, but I'm very loved. There's no doubt about that.
With that smile, people will love you.
There's no doubt about that.
Yes. Tell me, what inspired you to keep on doing the work or the job or the duty or the responsibility or the commitment that you've been doing for the past years?
You know, as a young person, I wanted to go into politics because my father was a member of parliament in Uganda. And then when we came here, that was not possible because I was new. And so I had a law degree and I started practicing law. And I love practicing law. I even now practice law. And that's what keeps me grounded. I do a lot of work with women who suffer from violence and women's rights and human rights. And so I have a real passion for that. And now in the Senate, I can just do more of it. So as a lawyer, you do it for one person. As a senator, you can change lives of hundreds. And as a human rights chair in the Senate and on working on legal and other committees, I truly feel privileged that I, who came as a refugee here, can today represent the people of British Columbia. I feel every dream has been realized.
Senator, I know that we're all proud Canadians. Why are you proud?
I'm absolutely proud because here we have the courts, we have the government, we have the parliamentarians, and we have civil society. And if anybody tries to affect our rights, the courts will stand up for us, the government will try to change it, civil society will certainly speak out for us. And you know, none of us have to worry that we will get killed for speaking loudly. Where else in this world these days can we do it? As Canadians, we are very privileged, but we mustn't take our rights for granted. They can erode overnight. So we always have to be vigilant to protect rights of the most vulnerable. For example, in Vancouver, you know, I walk on the streets in the East End practically once a month. It breaks my heart that in a rich province as British Columbia, we have homelessness. So even in this city that is the most beautiful city in the world, we have issues, and so we have to work on them. But even then, we have the best country in the world. And I'm not just saying that, I mean it, because where else can live your dreams? You and I know that.
Oh, yeah.
That we came with nothing and we were welcomed into it. You know what it is not only were we welcomed, we were welcomed, space was made for us, we were included, and we were now involved in decision making. That's what's special about Canada.
That's the best. That's super best. Who do you want to thank, Senator?
I want to thank my father. My father has always told me it's possible to dream. My father has always told me, when I first came here, there were no South Asian women lawyers in Canada, and everyone was saying that's not possible. My father and mother babysat my child so I could get my exams, I could become a lawyer, I could practice as a lawyer. My parents, my father have made me.
I have my 90-year-old dad here, and I want to say to all of you that it is this man that has made me, that has believed in me, sent me to law school. When we lost it all, he and my mom looked after my child so I could continue practicing. So Dad, this is your award, not mine. This is what he's sitting there.
From Germany with less than $100 in his pocket, John Volkin's success story from rags to riches was phenomenal. His foundation helps recovering addicts, orphans, and abandoned children in Africa.
It must be in my genes, energy, and I want to accomplish something. I'm a builder, I suppose. And so this furniture business, I was lucky to be successful at it. But money isn't everything, and I'm not money motivated. I want to build things, and once you're taking care of your family and you have enough to look after yourself, I believe then it's time to give back. And some give it to sports, and some to culture, and some to politics, and I wanted to help those that can't help themselves, or need help, and deserve help quite often. So we have the orphanage in Africa, like we have 80 of them, and we spend some time on that. And but my main focus is on Welcome Home, where we take in young men and women and make citizens out of them, or they are citizens, make taxpayers out of them. When you see them, people visit us quite often, and they always say, "Well, we're the drug addicts." And they say, "These are the ones." They don't look like it. They are young men, women, intelligent, healthy looking, after they're with us for a while. But they have to learn to handle life. And we teach them the tools they need to stay sober for the rest of their lives. So I love doing it. When you see people coming totally devastated, no self-esteem at all, they don't even want to look at you quite often. And then after a month, it all changes. By the time they graduate, they're ready to live, and it's a very rewarding experience. And also, it's an emotional roller coaster. Not everybody can do it. Yeah, I think I tell them often enough. I say, one, you're going to save lives, because they be role models to others. People who are addicted and succumb to these substances, and they say, "Look, I've done it. You can do it too."
We're both proud to be Canadians. We're proud Canadians, yes. Tell me, what's the best part of being Canadian?
Well, what's the best part? That's a good question. I never thought about it. The first thing that comes to mind is being free. It's, as I grew up in East Germany and I experienced communism or Bolshevism, where lies and depression, you can become what you think you can if you're willing to pay the price. Well, that may be not politically correct, but the one I'm thinking most is Heavenly Father. I really believe there's a God, and I pray, and I feel He has a hand in what I'm doing. I'm naive enough to think that He said, "Okay, John Walken, I make you rich, but I watch what you do with the money." So, of course, then I also want to thank my wife and friends who encouraged me, but I believe one day we stand before our Maker, and they question me, okay, what did you do with your life? And I'm probably going to say, well, I could have done a lot better, but I've done the best I could.
You did so well. John, congratulations. Awesome guy. Thank you very much. Believing that sky's the limit for immigrant women in Canada, Lebanese-born Vivian Aboud volunteers in her community and played a key role in the development of the Women of Advocacy voice of Edmonton.
Together, and that's what makes Canada a special place. So my commitment is also to nominate someone, and hopefully they will win too next year and the year after and after. So thank you so much.
I want to steal this. I love this.
Thank you. From my daughter.
Hello, it's so awesome. I love it. I was so super attracted to it as soon as I seen you. I said, oh, I like that lady. I like that. Anyway, Vivian, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate being here and talking to you.
Oh, this is amazing. You look amazing. You look gorgeous. Tell me, what inspired you to do the work that you did and you still continuing to do it?
You know, I got here at the age of 17, and I think part of it is my work ethic, my education, the way I was, I think, brought up. I overcame many challenges back home, and when I got here, I saw many opportunities. And at the same time, I think that I put my work ethic to work, and at the same time, I was able to build bridges with the opportunities that exist with the people, the community, the family. I was able to bring everyone together and to support me in what I want to do. So that's really, I'd say, what inspired me, the opportunities that are available and the people who are willing to help me.
I'm sure you've gone through a lot of challenges in your life. So we're all proud Canadians.
That's right.
Yes, right? So why are you proud?
Well, I'm very, very proud to be living in a country where human rights are respected, where I could speak up and have a voice as a woman, as an immigrant, as a community engaged citizen. I think, I'm very proud because what Canada or what our provinces and cities offer to us, they don't necessarily offer them, or they're not available in other countries. So I'm very proud to be here, and I'm very proud that I could work with communities together for my family, to build my own family, and to work in a large community.
That's amazing. That's super amazing.
I'd like to thank my family, my husband, my kids, my parents, my in-laws, my friends, my neighbors, my colleagues, everyone who contributes to the society, because I'm benefiting from it. So I think, and I would like to thank you and all the opportunities that are available for us to celebrate our successes and to share them with others.
You're amazing. Amazing woman. Girl power. We are under girl power mode right now. Thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Somebody I heard a while ago said that Canada is simply the best. And I think it's simply the best because of you guys.
Thanks for watching. Please don't drink and drive. No texting while driving, please. Always be kind. Let's stop cyberbullying. See you next Monday.